Today we're talking Formula One world champions, and not just any world champion in particular. We're talking about a world champion that beat Michael Schumacher, the greatest Formula One driver of all time. Have you guessed it yet? Yes, his name is Jacque Villeneuve. Today we're looking at his BAR Honda Formula One mini helmet.
Daniel, thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel.
What's happening, guys? My name is Grim. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at Jacque Villeneuve's Formula One half-scale mini helmet from the BAR Honda days. This is obviously hand-signed by Jacque Villeneuve himself. It is signed on the visor and, of course, at the top of the helmet there. Now, straight off the bat, Jacque Villeneuve, amazing person, amazing guy, really cool. Signs as much things as he can when you get one-on-one with him. I have had the opportunity to meet Jacque a couple of times, but we'll get into my Jacque Villeneuve story very, very soon. But first, let's take a look at the actual helmet. This is the BAR Honda Formula One 1.2 scale Jacque Villeneuve. Of course, Jacque Villeneuve being a world champion, so he's in my world champions cabinet. Now, these in particular are very, very rare, the BAR Honda ones. Actually, I would say any Jacque Villeneuves are really, really rare. I bought this off eBay. I can't remember if it was eBay UK or eBay Australia. Can't remember the seller, guys, but some seller was selling them, and I got my hands on one because I'm like, oh god, I had a whole range to choose from between the Williams and all that type of stuff, but I chose the BAR Honda because of its rarity, and me as a kid watching Jacque race in the BAR Honda days, it just brought back so many memories. So that's the reason I chose this. Now it's in the collection. Now, obviously, there was a bit of a scuff at the top there, but what are you going to do? These helmets are super old. These were bought back in the early 2000s. And yeah, I'm lucky enough to have my hands on one. So as you guys can see, the actual helmet shape is completely different to normal helmets with that. And of course, the padding underneath. Always rate the helmets out of 10. Of course, I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10. I do love it. And of course, it's the iconic Jacque Villeneuve colors, the blue, the pink, the yellow, the green, the red. Just, yeah, obviously that's not like my favorite helmet in my life. It's not in my top 5, right? But I do love the piece. Now, Jacque Villeneuve, like I said, has signed this helmet 2 times. And meeting Jacque Villeneuve a couple times has been absolutely amazing. I met him before 2022, pre-COVID. I had a couple of things got signed by photo prints and stuff like that. So it was really cool for Jacque to sign that. Before that, I never had a half-scale helmet because they're so bloody rare, these helmets. So the price you're looking before we get into the Jacque Villeneuve stories, you're looking between, I would say maybe 750 to 1,000 plus Australian dollars to get your hands on one. Not signed as well. They are super rare. They come in an original box from the 2000s Bell Sports mini line. So like I said, they're very, very rare. So besides all that, ended up finding one, bought it for a lot of money, it wasn't signed. And then in 2022, when F1 returned, I bought this obviously between, I guess, 2019 and 2022. So I had it in the collection because I found it for a good price, blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, well, you have to bring your helmet, no matter what driver it is. And if you don't have the signature, just bring the helmet. You never know who's going to be at Formula One. Example, this year in 2024, Kimi Raikkonen was at the Italian Grand Prix. Imagine you had a Kimi helmet just sitting there at home and you couldn't get it signed and you saw him. Like, I'd be absolutely gutted. So that's why I brought this Jacque Villeneuve helmet. And guess what? Managed to get signed twice by Jacque himself. Now, Jacque Villeneuve. Now, like I said, I've got multiple prints, photos signed by Jacque in the past. Then I bought the helmet. I bought it in 2022. And then I was, going crazy around Melbourne trying to find Formula One drivers. And what do I see on Instagram? Jacque Villeneuve posts a story. He was in Melbourne. I couldn't believe my eyes. I really couldn't. So I had a Jacque Villeneuve and a Van Dorn helmet. That were 2 random helmets. But what I will say today in 2024/2025 to get these people that work on TV and stuff like Jacque Villeneuve, Damon Hill, Jenson Button, people like that, even Van Dorn reserve drivers. It's very, very difficult today, man. They've ruined the Australian Grand Prix a little bit. They've secluded. What they've done is absolutely terrible. They've just closed everything off, and yeah, it's become very, very sickening. That's the right word to use. So hopefully they can fix it up in the next couple of years. Hopefully the sport dies out in Australia a little bit. I don't know. It's not like an old school boxing fan, but people that've been there and they've got signatures at the AusGP know how freaking good it was, and now it's absolutely terrible and absolutely difficult. Of course, I still managed to get what I do. But yeah, man, today's generation of Formula One fans are a little bit different. Not all of them, but most of them. Anyway, so Jacque Villeneuve, I saw he was on Instagram. I go, okay, oh my guy's in Melbourne, like blah, 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 what am I going to do? I got the helmet ready, didn't know where to go. I was like, do I go see, maybe he's there? Anyway, I was trying to work out what to do. Anyway, I didn't see him until I got to the track. I knew what it looked like, and I said to like someone from my team, I'm like, okay, look out for this guy, like he looks like this. If he comes from one of the exits, just tell me, I'll run over and get the signature. Anyway, long story short, we're waiting for drivers to leave the circuit. It might have been on a Thursday or Friday. Drivers are leaving. I get the call that Jacque Villeneuve has walked out of the paddock. Jacque himself actually comes out and he's going through the normal crowd. No one's even stopping him. Like, bro, this is so annoying. The new generation, bro. This is a world champion. He fought Michael Schumacher, mate. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, no one's bothering him. I get the phone call. I leg it. And I literally go, Jacque, I'm like, oh, Jacque, I forget my helmet sign, please. Obviously super nice. I'm like, man, you understand, like, your battles with Michael, just absolutely unbelievable. He's like, oh, thank you. I watched you as a kid. Had a little conversation, and Jacque Villeneuve is a really nice, humbled, awesome, super cool dude. Have nothing disrespectful to say about the guy. He's absolutely awesome, absolutely nice. I know people giving him some slack about his comments about Ricardo. To be honest, I think he's very, very honest and very, very real when he talks about Formula One. He knows what he's talking about. So anyone giving him shit, mate, just listen to what he's saying. Stop being so emotional about a particular driver. Just really listen and be like, okay, it's a fair statement. Jacque actually signs the top here with the pen, and then I'm like having a conversation. I'm like, oh, thanks, Jacque. And I go, oh, sorry, man. So if I just get the visor signed too, because I'm like, when are you going to see Jacque Villeneuve again? So he was cool enough to give me the double signature on the top and the visor. Had a little conversation about him and Michael Schumacher. Like, bro, I'm out there talking to like Formula One world champions. Like, oh my God. That's... I got the biggest smile talking about, like, oh man, it's crazy. You can't, the feeling, man, it's emotional. But yeah, anyway, so that was that, and then I got the signature. I ended up going back. There was this other guy that I know there, and he actually needed a Villeneuve signature. And he's like, oh, where is he? I've never seen someone sprint so fast. This is an older gentleman too, really cool dude. And he ran to get his stuff signed, and he freaking ran faster than me. And he was able to get the Jacque Villeneuve signature too. He's like, oh, thanks for that. I'm like, yeah, no, it's all good. In the community, you help each other out, right? You help each other out. You help each other out, but then there are, like, I guess sometimes people are quiet about certain things. It's funny. It's a funny community. But anyway, I got my team, love my team, and we get every signature we can get. We really get the most out of everybody. Considering we don't even have freaking paddock passes. Someone from Australian Grand Prix, give me a paddock pass just for one day. I want to get signatures to put in my collection. People think I sell this shit. Don't sell it, bro. I got the best collection in the world. Like, I love collecting. I actually was called a professional signature hunter by the place that the drivers stay at. I don't want to name names and stuff, but they called me a professional autograph hunter. Bro, I just want to get signatures from Formula One drivers. Like, that's so bad. But anyway, yeah, that was a pretty funny name, but I guess I am pretty good at it because I have met every driver that I've always wanted to, except for obviously Michael Schumacher. But yeah, everyone else I have. I've met Ralph, I've met Mick, I've met Villeneuve, I've met Hill, I've met Hamilton, I've met them all. So yeah, it's absolutely crazy, absolutely amazing. But yeah, that's sort of a little funny backstory. But back to Jacque Villeneuve. Then I ended up meeting Jacque again this year at the Hungarian Grand Prix. I actually was doing work for Sky Sports. He actually coming out of the paddock, and I was like, oh crap, there's like Jacque Villeneuve. Had nothing to get signed. I've obviously got the helmet signed already and all that. So I was like, oh, I'll go get a photo. So people got autographs on photos. And then once he was sort of by himself, like, oh, hey, Jacque, how are you? Like, obviously they don't remember who you are and stuff. But he's like, oh yeah, good. And I'm like, can I get a photo, please? And he's like, yeah, all good. So like I said, super cool dude, signs autograph for people and has time to have a little, 2-minute chat. A 2-minute chat means a lot to people, So credit to Jacque Villeneuve, really awesome guy, super cool dude. And yeah, so that's sort of my Jacque Villeneuve story. This has been the Jacque Villeneuve BAR Honda. One day I want to show you guys my complete World Championships cabinet. When I complete it, I want to complete it for you guys. I want to make my Hamilton cabinet properly. I want to make my World Champions cabinet properly, and then I can show you guys a full rundown. I know people are asking me, what is it? Like, show me. I'm just like, not yet. I promise soon. Let me get my World Champion sorted, have every single World Champion you can possibly get on signed helmets. Let me fix my Hamilton cabinet, and then I promise we can do all that. So anyway, that was sort of that. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching today's video. This has been the Jacque Villeneuve BAR Honda Formula 1 half-scale helmet. Is a rare piece. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's a couple of Jacque Villeneuve stories. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next Formula 1 video. Thank you.